Capernaum is acceptance for everybody.
Capernaum is a relational ministry that reaches out to people with disabilities.
It is a bridge between this world that our friends with disabilities are in and the world that you and I live in today.
Where each student is looked at as an individual, not as an accident. They're looked at as a beautiful masterpiece, created from the Lord.
Capernaum is taken from a story in the Bible in which 4 friends have a vision for their friend with a disability.
They carried him into this town where Jesus was preaching in a building.
And they found a way to get those friends to Jesus by cutting a hole in the roof and lowering them down.
It is because of this vision, because of their love, that they go out of their way to bring their friend to the feet of Jesus.
In schools, these kids are not always accepted or loved.
They're still high schoolers, but they're not given the complete high school experience because they're kind of isolated from their peers.
And so what we're doing with Capernaum is we're giving every kid the opportunity just to fit in, just to be a regular kid.
We volunteer at the school. We go to their games and practices. We take them out to the movies.
The relationships are built in an intentional way where they go out of their way to hang out with these young people and take them places and get them out of the community. And
where the phone didn't ring maybe all summer, now after camp the phone's ringing and their friends, their buddies, the leaders are calling them and they're inviting them places.
We do this because Jesus says they're worth it.
What sets it apart is the ministry, and the goal of it is to teach kids about the gospel.
We have a weekly Bible study in which students come and we teach them about Jesus. We teach them that God loves them and desires to be in a relationship with them.
And Capernaum, for us, is doing whatever it takes to get our friends to be close and in a relationship with Jesus.
You're talking about God, and I love God.
These kids deserve to know Christ just as much as you or me do, and they aren't often shown Jesus, and I think having them in an environment with people that love them and show them Jesus, I think it symbolizes hope.
I learned more about God. Like, He loves me. I mean, He doesn't want to, sit me on the sidelines. He wants to know more about me, and that's awesome.
Yes, it is.
I think it's working in an awesome way. I think God's working through it to bring these kids to a place of community. Relationships are being built.
We have a monthly club in which students are paired up with their peers from different surroundings, and they come and they get to participate in skits. We sing songs. There'll be a dance party. It's control chaos, the best way to describe it.
And just giving them the opportunity to have fun, to be one of us as they should be.
I would have to describe it as a village of joy. Joy for them and joy for those of us who are able-bodied.
It gives them a chance to build relationships with other special needs kids and also their buddies.
Well, our son is adopted, and he has ADHD, and he's on the autism spectrum. His social interactions have greatly increased as a result of being with the group. His ability to just hang out with peers, his confidence level. He's never been able to get in front of a group of people and perform in any capacity. And the very first time he was able to do that was at the Capernaum talent show.
It's allowing our friends to be loved the way that God intended for them.
We take kids to a Young Life camp 7 hours away. We take a charter bus. The camp is beautiful. It's awesome. Our kids have the opportunity to go through a ropes course, to go down a zip line, and have the opportunity to just be themselves.
Things that you would never expect them to be able to do, they can do through Christ.
What we are finding in this ministry is that not only the students are being affected, but we as leaders, the buddies, the volunteers, families are being affected as well.
Capernaum has given me the opportunity to see everybody beyond their outer image and to see people for who God intended for them to be, to see their hearts.
It's allowed me to build a lot of great relationships with these kids. And not only that, it's also helped me on my walk with Christ myself.
They have become comfortable with being uncomfortable.
God's using it in his life in an amazing way. It's a great thing for our family as well.
Our sons, Parker and Jackson, have served for the past 2 years at Capernaum as buddies. And for them, it has been life-changing. They truly, I know last year, Jackson said to me one night, "Mom, I never knew. I thought I was coming to serve and to give. I never knew that I would walk away with what I consider as 21 new friends."
They just taught me how you don't have to have very much to be happy, and that I never really thought I could be serving God, and I feel like they're serving me more than I'm serving them, and they really just have a way of spreading joy everywhere they go.
The way they love us is about as close to Jesus' love as I can imagine. There's no filter, there's no expectations, it's just an unconditional love, and truly being loved by these kids has just been the most amazing thing that's happened in our family in a very long time.
I truly believe that Capernaum brings color to our lives.